Title: Fragmented Mirrors. In the quaint town of Eldridge Hollow, most folks went about their lives as if untouched by time. Shadows of trees extended over cobblestone streets, and cheerful laughter echoed through the air, blending harmoniously with the distant chime of the clock tower. Among the residents was 16-year-old Clara Mitchell, an introspective girl with a penchant for daydreaming. Her friends described her as quirky, always lost in her thoughts or doodling in her sketchbook. However, it was not her artistic talent that set her apart, it was the whispers of something beyond the ordinary. One rainy afternoon, Clara stumbled upon an antique shop that she had never seen before, veiled behind a curtain of ivy. Its weathered sign read, "The Arcane Emporium." The proprietor, a mysterious woman with piercing green eyes and dark, flowing hair, greeted her with a smile that sent shivers down Clara's spine. "Welcome, dear. Do you seek something peculiar?" the woman asked, her voice a soft melody edged with foreboding. "I'm not sure," Clara replied, her curiosity piqued. As she wandered through the cramped aisles filled with dusty relics, a peculiar object caught her eye, a mirror, intricately framed with swirling vines. It felt warm to her touch, almost alive, and as she peered into it, she felt a pull, a gentle tugging at her consciousness. "You've felt it, haven't you?" the woman said, appearing beside Clara. "That mirror doesn't reflect just your image. It reveals the choices you could have made, the lives you could lead." "What do you mean?" Clara asked, entranced. "Every choice we make sends us down a different path, creating countless realities. That mirror shows glimpses of those what-ifs. But beware, a reflection can ensnare you if you gaze too long." Clara, intrigued, purchased the mirror despite the owner's warning. At home, she placed it in her room, straddling the line between thrill and apprehension. Days passed, and in the peace of the evening, when the world grew silent, she found herself drawn to it. The moment she looked into its depths, a vision unfolded, a vibrant version of her life, filled with friends she had never made, adventures she hadn't embarked on, and a Clara who was fearless. Overcome with yearning, Clara leaned closer. The mirror pulsed, the air thickened. Suddenly, she was no longer in her room. She stood in a version of Eldridge Hollow, but everything felt amplified. Colors glowed brighter, laughter rang like a bell. But something felt off. For every joy, there was an undercurrent of loneliness, an imminent dread lurking in the corners of her new reality. As Clara wandered this alternate world, she met a lively girl named Lily. Their connection was instant and electric. They spent hours laughing and exploring, everything she had ever wanted. But shadows lingered. Clara noticed the people in this world watched her with hollow eyes, their smiles not quite reaching their glazed expressions. "Are you okay?" Lily finally asked one night as they sat by a flickering bonfire, the stars glowing obsessively above them. "Yeah, it's just, this place is different," Clara replied, unease creeping in. "Sometimes, it feels too perfect." Lily's smile faltered. "It is perfect. That's the charm, or the curse. You see, here, dreams come at a price. There are realities without love, where laughter dies in silence. You shouldn't stay too long." But Clara, entranced by this new life, didn't heed her caution. She sought out the mirror's reflection again and again, now caught in the lure of endless possibilities. Days stretched into weeks, and with every new glimpse into this world, the ache of her true life began to fade. Her existence was more vivid, yet Clara started losing pieces of herself, like grains of sand slipping through fingers. One stormy night, while the embers of her new life still glowed, Clara glanced into the mirror once more. Instead of reflections, she saw cracks oozing darkness. Panic washed over her as she felt the world shudder. The figments of her imagination twisted into malevolent specters, wailing echoes of dreams now turned to nightmare. In a heart-pounding realization, Clara understood, there was a reason the proprietor had warned her. To occupy this reality fully, she had to give up her original self, the Clara Mitchell from Eldridge Hollow. "I need to go back," she screamed at Lily, but the world around her began folding in on itself, the cheerful faces morphing into horror. "Help me, Clara," Lily cried out, her face a mask of concern, yet a knowing edge cloaked her eyes. "You have to face the truth, and escape the mirror." Desperation clawing at her, Clara charged to the mirror, but the reflection now showed a distorted version of herself. It beckoned her with outstretched arms, seducing her to step inside. Enough, Clara shouted, focusing on the memories of her true life, her friends, her family, the laughter that was real and pure. The mirror quivered violently, its cracks shifting and shattering under her will. In a final act of defiance, she lunged forward, tearing through the veil between realities. Clara stumbled back into her own room, gasping for breath, the antique mirror lying cracked at her feet, no longer glowing. Her heart hammered in her chest as she rushed to the window. Outside, Eldridge Hollow remained just as she left it, though its beauty felt newfound, a testament to the life she had almost forsaken. But the shadows danced in the corners of her mind, a lingering resonance of what lay beyond, a reminder that even the most captivating alternate realities had their price. From that day, she learned to find magic in her life, the beauty in the choices that defined who she was. Yet, somewhere deep inside, she knew the mirror was still there, a fragment of temptation whispering in the dark, forever waiting for its next curious gaze.